The handshake. Her laughter reached me before her words did. Sharp, rehearsed, meant to wound. He works in a garage now. How sad. The way she said garage, like it was filth, like grease stained deeper than betrayal ever could. My ex-wife. Same cruel eyes, same performative cruelty. I didn't turn to her. I didn't need to. The charity auction was a room designed for masks, soft lighting, champagne, polished teeth pretending to care about the broken. Everyone dressed in black suits and glittering gowns, all pretending to be clean while carrying their private rot. Her new trophy was beside her, a CEO, younger than me, slick, empty confidence. His hand rested possessively on her back, as though I were some ghost she'd exorcised. He sneered when he caught my eyes. And then it happened. The room shifted. A man entered. Billionaire, a predator in a tailored suit. People swarmed him like moths, but he ignored them, walked straight past the desperate smiles, past the social climbers. He came to me, his hand extended, his voice carrying enough weight to suffocate the air. "Sir CEO, I didn't expect you here." The silence was instantaneous. Her boyfriend's grip slipped from her waist. Her smirk froze. My ex-wife's face drained to porcelain. And I smiled. "Just enough," I said. Inside, the storm stirred again. The memory still claws at me. Not the handshake, not the billionaire's recognition, but the night years ago when the first fracture appeared. Her phone, face down, always buzzing. The late nights. The excuses that sounded rehearsed, like lines whispered in front of a mirror. I had asked once, gently. She laughed too quickly. She kissed me too deliberately. "You're paranoid," she said. But in her eyes I saw it. The shadow of someone else. For weeks I convinced myself it was nothing. We had built too much together. Years. A home. Dreams we once whispered at night like prayers. You don't throw that away because of suspicion. You endure. But endurance corrodes. One night I saw her smile at her phone. That smile she hadn't given me in months. That small, secret glow of desire, meant for another man. My chest went cold. The silence between us wasn't silence anymore. It was a grave. I slept beside her, pretending to breathe evenly, while she typed in the dark. That was the night I decided. I would not confront her with rage. Rage is wasteful. Rage is loud. I would take it in quietly, store it, polish it, wait until truth arrived on my terms. So I watched. Not her, just the edges of her. The way she left her phone face down but angled so she could glimpse it when it lit. The sudden bathroom breaks mid-dinner. The longer showers with the locked door. The quiet calls she thought the water concealed. I became a ghost in my own home. She didn't notice. Lovers never notice what they've discarded. I found traces, receipts, a hotel room 2 blocks from her office. I didn't confront. I simply collected. Every artifact, every timestamp, every silence. Then came the blood test. Not for me, for our daughter. A fever had sent us to the clinic. Routine. But in the sterile light while she filled forms, I saw a chance. A single swab, a quiet request for a paternity check. The results arrived days later. Cold numbers, precise letters, DNA that did not match. My hands didn't shake when I read it. My pulse slowed. I folded the paper carefully, like a sacred text. She slept beside me that night, back turned, phone glowing faintly under the covers. I stared at the ceiling and thought, "You gave me another man's child, and still thought I wouldn't see." I saw. I left the report on the breakfast table. No words, just the folded page. She came down late, yawning, hair tangled, playing the role of domestic normalcy. She saw it, reached, read. Her hand froze. The coffee cup slipped from her fingers. She looked at me then, mouth open, searching for oxygen, for excuses, for the usual rehearsed lines. But I gave her nothing. No rage, no accusations. Only silence. Wait. This isn't, she stammered. Her eyes filled. Not with sorrow, with panic. The panic of someone cornered by truth. I held her gaze, calm, detached. And for the first time in years, she understood that I was not the man she thought she had mastered. I didn't scream, I didn't beg, I simply stood. "You'll leave today," I said quietly. Her lips trembled. "Please, I can explain." "No." The word cut sharper than anything else I could have given her. That night, I packed her things while she sobbed. She tried every weapon she had ever wielded, tears, apologies, promises, but they fell dull against the wall I had built. When she left, she thought it was over. She thought she had landed softly in the arms of her CEO lover. But the world doesn't forget. The world sees who stands beside you when it matters. Years passed. They flaunted themselves at events, posting curated smiles. I worked silently, rebuilt quietly. Tonight, when the billionaire shook my hand in front of her, her reality fractured again. The charity hall was a stage, and for once, she wasn't the actress. She was the exposed fraud. Her new lover stared at me with wide, hollow eyes. The room whispered. And I smiled. I didn't look back at her when I left. The silence of the room followed me out the doors, trailing like a shadow. I felt no triumph, only clarity. She had tried to reduce me to grease and steel, a man forgotten in a garage. But reputations are smoke. Truth is iron. And in that moment, she saw me for what I had become, untouchable. I did not need revenge. I only needed to exist where she could not touch me. As I walked into the night, the cool air filled my lungs like freedom, and the last tether to her snapped clean. She was gone, forever.